Okay, the squat overhead press. I'm going to be starting off with a lighter set of weights. My feet are going to be right in line with my hips, nice and tall. String attached to my head, pulling me up, elongating my spine, opening up my chest, squeezing my shoulders back. And then I'm just going to rotate my toes out just slightly, just a little bit. That's going to allow when I squat down, my knees contract outward instead of rolling my feet or my knees sliding around. If you know that's the case for you, your knees kind of go everywhere, your feet roll in and out, then a little bit of a knee toe opening will help a lot. So from here, we're going to go ahead and, again, roll the shoulders back. Our weight's going to be right at our sides as we deadlift down. Big inhale. When we come down, our chest is forward. My weight is in my heels. Exhale, up. Bicep curl, overhead press, turn the palms away. My arms are right in line with my ears. That region, I turn my palms inward, drop it down to my side. From the side view, chest is up, shoulders back, toes are open just a hair, leaning back. I have an equal amount of weight in my heels and my toes, but it's easier for my heels to lift up on accident. So we really want to get the heels back, booties back, but to make sure we don't fall backwards with that happening, we lean forward, but we're opening up our shoulders. We're not having a hunchback here, letting our weights hang. Squeeze those shoulder blades back. Big inhale, exhale, pressing to the floor, squeezing your glutes as you come up. And then we do a bicep curl, turning our palms inward. Then we're going to do a screwdriver effect where we turn away when we come up at the same time, right in line with my ears. Inhale as I slowly rotate it back in, that screwdriver effect. Drop it down, rotate to the side. Once you have that basic format down, then you can mess around with the different positioning of the hands and the positioning with your feet. You can put a band around your thighs right up here, maybe a thick booty band or a smaller elastic band, depending on what you have. If you want to get a little more glute action, a little more of a challenge to help press your knees apart, maybe that you still having your knees knocking in. If you have a band right here or right there, that's going to make the resistance is already bringing it in, so it's naturally going to want to push away. So when you're doing that, you're going to get more glute action happening with that squat. And then from here, you can play around with just a hammer curl. So instead of rotating the wrist at all, you bring it straight up so my palms are still facing inward. And then I reach overhead, palms are still facing in. Bring it right back down from the shoulders and drop. Or we can just keep it at the bicep, focusing more on the bicep curl. So palms are staying the same position here. We're still going to turn as we come up though. Boom. So I think like this is the hardest part, more of like thinking the turning away. So kind of get used to this part because a lot of people kind of come up, then turn, but that's not what we want. It's going to put a lot of tension on the wrist. So this is a lot more smoother if you get that down. Another thing, making sure our wrists are not broken. What do I mean by that? This right here versus this. Lots of stress on the wrists, unnecessary stress. So it doesn't have to be all the way here because if the weight's heavy, then you won't be able to hold it in that position. But we want to keep our wrists strong. So we're squeezing tight into our dumbbell and then bringing, like curling it in just a little bit. So we don't want that broken wrist. We want this. Lots of women have weaker wrists. Therefore, I hear all the time, my wrists hurt when I do this or that. So we want to prevent from that. We want to get our wrist stronger. So squeezing into the weight and kind of giving a little like curling, like a bicep curl, but a little curling like that. Squeezing tight, press away. So again, to wrap everything up, inhaling down, with or without a booty band, shoulders are back, no hunchback. So chest up, look up with your chest and your head. Exhale, push your knees apart as you press your feet and heels into the ground. Turn inward for that bicep curl, twist away, bring it back. So we have that twisting motion, or we have the hammer curl. Hammer without turning, anything. We get more of the front motion, less twisting, less to think about. Last one, keeping your palms up the whole time. Then we just twist at the top. The difference is with the hand motion, we're just targeting different muscles of our bicep. So if you do a mixture, then you're going to be hitting everything within your bicep. So good luck.